Hi, Dan.
Hey, Andy, what's going on?
I'm doing well.
Good. So today we're talking about how do you build a shopping cart on your website.
And it was always important. And it's even more important now. It's just so much easier for people to go and do transactions online.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the first place to start is, does the shopping cart belong on my website?
Mm-hmm.
That's the first place to start. So to get to getting the shopping cart on your website, you have to first say, is the technology I have running my current website able to run a shopping cart? Some websites you can install shopping carts like after the fact. Like let's say I have a website for 3 years. Some systems they have the ability to plug in a shopping cart. Some don't. So I think step one is determining whether or not you are going to run a shopping cart separate from your website, or will they run together? Now, in my opinion, I think a shopping cart is better together in with the marketing website, because it basically, if you've watched a lot of our other videos, you know that we are pretty passionate about having a lot of content that indexes into Google. Like if you only have 20 pages indexed in Google, but your competitor has 300, a shopping cart is a really good way to get like thousands of pages indexing in Google. And you really don't want that separate from your core website. You want that to be part of it. That's my opinion. I've seen it both ways, and it is by far absolutely fantastic if it's built in your website. The amount of lead gen that you get out of that just completely trumps having that separate. There are situations where it belongs separately, but
for me, it's the before you decide putting a cart together on your website, it's what are you selling? Mm-hmm. How are you going to fulfill those cart items? So having that plan together helps determine what you even do, because you may put a cart together because it's easy, because there's a plug-in for the website that you're using already that does it. Yep. But if you don't have that plan in mind, you could do all that work for nothing. Well, there's a lot of work that goes into adding all those items and SKUs and everything else.
Talk about that.
Yeah.
So like you might have gotten quotes out there. Why does one system cost $250 a month for a shopping cart? And why does one agency say $50,000 for us to build you a shopping cart? Well, the reality is, if you're going to go with the $250 a month one and you have 3,000 products, whether you realize the cost of ownership and the cost of doing, if you're going to put 3,000 products in that $250 a month shopping cart, you're probably going to spend $50,000 of your own time and your employees' time to do that. I'm not saying a shopping cart will cost $50,000, but it can, especially if you get up to about 3,000 products. You're probably looking, an agency would probably charge you between $50,000 and $100,000 to put in 3,000 products, because what you'll realize very quickly is, even if you get a shopping cart for free, let's say you get like a WordPress site and WooCommerce and you blend those together and you build a shopping cart, what you're going to realize is that all the work is in creating the products. Product photos, product angles, product descriptions, SKUs, micro descriptions, shipping, height, width, depth, hooking into UPS,
I'm shuddering.
USPS, FedEx, flat rating, freight shipment, and that's just one product. So like it goes on and on. There's a lot more to that. But when you may realize that after a while that it may take you a good combined hour to 2 hours. If you include photos and videos per product, you might be looking at 2 or 3 hours.
But if you got 5 items, cool.
If you got
that's
what's cool.
Rock on.
If you have 5 items or whatever, when you buy that $150, $250 a month shopping cart, you could probably get away with it and you can just slip right on by. But if you're talking about thousands of products, it is a different kind of beast, and you really should look at your options, because some of those online monthly shopping carts, they charge you for amount of products, and then you get in and if you spend a lot of time building it only to find out that like, oh my gosh, my fees are astronomical down the line, you're better off maybe going a different route. The thing is, the reason why I can't give you a direct answer is because every situation is so different.
Right.
What I would say is just call us.
Absolutely.
And we will literally tell you exactly what you should do to help you save the most cost and to do it the most efficient way. Like in your craft, you probably know over a year of, maybe a 10 or 20 span year, you know that these are all the pitfalls. And so you know how to like kind of get around all those pitfalls. We know how to get around those pitfalls in e-com, and we'd be happy to help you out and literally figure out, okay, and here's the thing, what's crazy about it is what we may diagnose for you is going to be completely different from the other. We might tell the other customer that comes in after you to do it literally 100% the opposite way of what we told you, only because for them it might be more cost effective, and for you this way might be more cost effective for you. But we've been really in the e-com industry probably almost from the start of the internet.
So if you want to get one started,
yeah,
give us a shout. We'll talk you through and we'll get you set up right the first time, instead of, stumbling through this, because it's not for the squeamish.
Yeah. Well, we'd love to help you out. Hopefully this was somewhat valuable to you, and we'll talk to you next time.
Thanks, everyone.